Hello, everyone. Welcome to ASTE. This is Alibaba.com Seller Training e-course. This is Advanced Seller Training Part 1. This kicks off the start of a new series for Alibaba.com Seller Training e-course. We're going to be diving into more advanced topics and advanced features, new features every month. This month, starting with Part 1. Next month, Part 2, which dives into advertising and so on. So I hope you guys enjoy. The best part about this webinar is the ability for us to engage with each other, right? The Q&A. So submit your questions as we go. At the very end, I will get to them. Chances are, if you have a question, another seller has the same question. So please feel free to ask any question, whether it's a simple one or a complex one. And then the other thing is my email addresses are on here. If you attend this ASTE training, you can email me and I'll send you a copy of this deck. Which is very valuable. This is all new information this month, has never been presented before. Again, I'm Chad Michael Renner. I'm going to be your speaker today. I'm the Director of North America Account Management here at Alibaba.com in our New York City office. I was a previous seller on the platform for many years before joining the company, so I have a unique perspective when it comes to selling online, specifically in the B2B e-commerce wholesale trading space. So if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me. I'll get you in contact with somebody that can help. So let's get started. Important thing is that this is all going to be going to our ASTE YouTube channel that we've launched. It's Alibaba.com USA Sellers. This presentation will also go up there. It usually takes me a few days to get it edited and uploaded, but if you miss this presentation or you have an account operator that you want to get caught up on this presentation, you can always send them to our YouTube channel. There's great content there. I've been building this content throughout the last year. It's a great resource. This is what it looks like, just so you guys know. This is the Alibaba.com Seller Training e-course YouTube playlist. So you can see it dives into topics as well as orientation, Part 1, and Part 2, 3, 4, etc. will be on here. So super valuable resource for sellers on Alibaba.com. This training is a little bit more high level. It's a little bit more in depth. If you're not the account operator, you want your account operator on this presentation, because I'm going to go over a lot of good information today. Part 1 topics include product listing types, RTS versus customized listings, how to upload products to your storefront. We're going to do live demonstrations together, which is awesome. It's real time. Ask questions if you have any. We're going to talk about adding products to your Alibaba.com product showcase, and then we're going to navigate the product growth system, some of the storefront metrics, and then work into the later half of this presentation. With that being said, you can't do anything on Alibaba until you get your products uploaded. That is the #1 most important thing. So obviously the orientation is more submitting movies, submitting trade assurance, getting your company profile filled out. This is a little bit more high level. So getting started, right? You got to get your products uploaded. There's 2 types of products on Alibaba.com, ready to ship, or what we call RTS. These are products that can be ordered by the buyer, meaning the transaction occurs directly on the platform. And right now, this is only available in which country you're registered in as a seller. So you can do this domestically as a USA seller and sell to other companies within the US, but you cannot transact to other countries at this moment. This is best for packaged goods, finished goods, or branded products made to stock that can be sold by the case, right? I typically just put the shipping cost in there. If you're a wholesale jewelry company and you can ship any of your jewelry coast to coast for $5, just add your shipping cost in and add free shipping. Customized product. Think of this as a lead generation posting, right? The buyer can inquire about the product, but can't actually check out through the Alibaba.com platform. So they can send you a message about it, right? This is best for private label goods or custom large volume orders that made to order, right? Most likely you want a combination of both of these. RTS product listings to target domestically with lower MOQs and shipping costs calculated in. You can target in on the smaller grocery chains, convenience stores, bodegas, mom and pop shops, larger households looking to consolidate orders and still be serviced, but maybe can't meet the high MOQs direct with the manufacturer. And customized product listings to target in on larger businesses with higher MOQs and range pricing incentives. This is importers, distributors, wholesalers, retailers, right? This is why we're on Alibaba. usually takes one customer to achieve ROI on this platform. Why? Because this isn't a B2C platform like Amazon, Walmart, eBay. We're targeting in on importers, distributors, wholesalers, retailers. We're talking about pallets, containers of product, right? Those volume, right? So understanding product types is important in getting set up on Alibaba. I always recommend probably having a combination of both. My tip would be to just upload everything customized, duplicate those to RTS when you're ready. But this is, you can't really move forward until you've come up with the strategy on how you want to upload your products. And if you have any questions about that, feel free to reach out to me through my email again. So, these are my notes. These are my tips, right? List your products on Alibaba.com in a way that makes sense for your business, right? Where do you sit in the business supply chain, right? Do you sell branded items? Do you offer private label services or both, right? How does your business generate new sales leads? Do you go to trade shows, right? Super important. You want to think of Alibaba as a 24/7 trade show, right? I was in the export business for many years, and we would have rights to certain regions overseas to sell products. So maybe I have the rights to Australia to sell Ragu Bertolli pasta sauce, right? We would go to the largest food and beverage trade shows in those markets, and we would hope that the buyer for the largest supermarket chain, right, walked past our booth and needed to import Ragu pasta sauce, right? So this is very similar. Alibaba is sort of an online virtual trade show that on the customized side of things, that's how you can utilize it. Utilize Alibaba's reach to grow your business. And we're going to get into some of those strategies in a little bit. But start thinking about, like, when you go to trade shows, what sort of information do you need to capture from a customer? How do you set them up? Do you have a business website you can redirect traffic to? What information is required to set up a new customer in your system, right? Business name, phone number, address, tax ID, right? How do you currently capture new sales leads, right? Do you have a CRM system, email marketing tool? We can use Alibaba and create a database, so to speak, of contacts that maybe they don't place an order immediately, but in a few months, we remarket to them through mass email marketing, and they do place an order. So here's posting your own products. Tip number 1, post all your products as customized lead generation postings with high MOQs first. And we'll go through this. Then duplicate those posts to RTS listings. Really, the best advice I can give is work through your VAS service provider. Send them your product listing spreadsheet. They'll get the products uploaded. If you have the products listed on another website or online somewhere else with all the imagery, our posting team will go capture all the information and duplicate that to your Alibaba product listing at the prices that you want to upload it at. That's the best way to, what our posting team can do in a day would take you 3 months. But if you were to post your products on your own, I want to give you an understanding of how to do that so you kind of know what fields to give the posting team, right? So I found in the B2B space, utilizing Alibaba as a global lead generation database was huge for me, right? If you have like a business website contact us page that you can redirect traffic to, this is great because this is sort of a filtering process and allows you to capture B2B customer information that you can forward to your sales team, right? Start thinking about things like product pricing, imagery, size, and specs, right? We've got to start getting our products uploaded. I won't bore anyone any longer with this slide. Again, here are some of the tips that I had. We're going to do this live demonstration. So Concession Kings is a convenience store distributor. They sell candy, gum, mints, anything you'd find in a 7-Eleven or a convenience store or a gas station. So they're going to be my live demonstration today. So when you log into your seller portal, it looks like this. Again, guys, this is where the value is. We're going to go through this live. If you have questions along the way, please submit your questions. I'll get to all of them at the end, I promise. Maybe even a few throughout the presentation if they're relevant. But this is what you see when you log into your seller portal. Again, you can't do anything till you upload products. So the first step would be posting products. So you would navigate to the products tab and click on post products, right? That's going to take you to this page. Sorry, it has to load. Takes a second. That's going to take you to the product listing page where you're going to select your category and select what product type. Again, we just discussed product types, RTS listing, customized listing. So in this case, I'm going to be uploading some candy, and we're going to do an RTS posting, something where they can transact. And let me show you real quick what I mean by that on how those postings look on the customer business-facing side, right? So an RTS listing, the customer will see this is how they'll see the image, right? They have an option to start the order, which means they can input their credit card information, transact. The money will go to your Alipay account. You'll ship the product and withdraw that money from your Alipay to your bank account, right? A customized listing, though, looks like this. You can start order requests. So you can inquire, but you can't order. That's the difference. And there's some really cool ways to capitalize on this, on these types of listings, right? So again, start order, which would be transacting, and start order request, which would be a lead generation inquiry, right? So we're going to post RTS first. So we're going to post a product that where at the end they can actually start order and transact. Okay. So the first thing we would need to do is select our category. We're going to be uploading Haichu gum, candy gum today. And then, so that's the candy category. You can also search. So I could search here and I could put candy. And it'll give me the most relevant category. So confectionery candy, good. We're going to do RTS, product type. We just talked about those. And then I have agreed to the terms below. Okay, so then it takes you to your product listing page, right, essentially, where you input your title. Your character limits are right here. So obviously your limit, we have 71 out of 128 character limits, and your product information score is right here. Now, when I click it right now, it's going to be a low score because I haven't filled in all the information, but when I finish, it should be 4.0 or above. So right now it's 4.3, which isn't too bad, but we'll even optimize that more. Anything in the green, it means like good to go. The product listing is filled in enough to submit it. It has a high product information score is what that's called. So I would input the product name. In this case, we're going to sell a 2-pack assorted combo of tropical and original Haichus. So that's the title, and then the product keywords, right? If you have a PSA, you want your PSA keyword inputted into the product title. We'll get into that in part 2. But here's your keyword. So we would put in Haichu gummy candy, right? Things like that. And you have 384 characters, so you can't go over those character limits, right? So they give you some trending keywords if you need some help. Then you would select your product group, which you have the ability to control these product groups. You can add a group, change a group. You create your categories, right? So this falls under candy, gum, and chocolate. So I'm going to put that category. If it has a red asterisk, it's required to fill it in. Some of it really doesn't make sense. Fill it in to the best of your ability. Dry storage. Like I think if there's one instructions for use, right? Well, obviously you're going to eat it, right? So just fill it in to the best of your ability. Don't take this stuff too seriously here. It just needs to be filled in to have a high product information score. So you can fill all that information. In the more details, just know that this has character limits. So if I click here and I say I want to enter, some flavor information, right? And I enter a bunch of information. If I go over, let me see if I can get it to do it. It won't let you submit the product. So just be wary of your character limits. That's all I'm trying to communicate here. All right. Well, it looks like we froze up there. I froze it up, trying to type in all my characters. Let's go ahead and just refresh it here. This is good. You guys might find the same issue as you're troubleshooting as you're uploading your products, right? Okay. So product detail section, just if you have a red, if it's red underneath there, that means that you have exceeded your character limit. I'm sorry, it's still loading. Sometimes that happens. I tried to type in a bunch of characters so it would give the warning, and I don't think that worked very well. So starting again here at the top, I'm going to select my product group, which I have the ability to control, right? Oh my God. All right, well, let's just navigate back here. So the good thing is everything goes to your drafts folder. So you won't lose that information. So you can click on drafts. Here's my product right here, and then click edit on the right-hand side. So if you're not ready to go live, there's an option at the bottom to save instead of submit. So you can, maybe you have a question before you finish the uploading or something like that, right? All right. Okay, so candy, gum, and chocolate is the category. I'm going to go ahead and type in right shoe up here, gummy candy. No, we don't want to create a new group. Okay, boom. Just make sure you stay under your character limits again, because it won't let you submit it. And sometimes that can get confusing. You can be like, why isn't it letting me submit it? Most of the time, it's a character limit thing. Again, fill all this information here in to the best of your ability. Some of it doesn't make sense, but if you have a red asterisk, you have to fill it in, right? So like instructions for use, kind of silly, but just type in E, right? If it's a regulated category, you're going to need to have your certificate of authorization. We go over that in part 2. Okay, product photos. So you'd click browse and you would upload your product photos. So I have the product photos right here, ready to go. And it'll give you an option to remove the background or sometimes screenshot. So you can always just click confirm and it'll do that for you. And then click go back if you don't like the change, right? So I'm going to go ahead and upload some imagery because this is a little combo pack. So we have the tropical and we have the original. You can drag photos like that and change the order. I like to put some lifestyle images in here too, or images, more images of the product if you can. Sometimes that helps with buyer confidence. And usually the filling all 6 photos is important. It'll populate higher in search than if you were to not do that. So I'm going to add the front and back of each package as well. So I need the back of this one right here. Here we go. Boom. So all the product photos are in. If there's an issue with your photo, it'll notify you. Say, hey, this is the wrong image size, or you need a higher quality image, or it'll certainly let you know. So there's my imagery. Then you have the product videos. I like to do like a generic video. In this case, it's a convenience store distributor. They work in generic categories, so we can do kind of a generic video that we attach to every product. If you don't have the video yet, don't worry about it. There's a smart video feature that we go over in part 2, and for your initial uploads, not necessarily as important as like imagery. Then you have your template. So this is everything the customer sees as they scroll down on the listing. So we just put a little bit about the company profile. If you want to edit it, you can click edit, and it's drag and drop system. It also has some predetermined templates already that are created for you. You can create your custom templates, but you can, product description, you can drag and drop this in here. And then it'll add that category, right? Once you're finished, you just click save and finish. Confirm. There it is. And then we go down to our unit. So we're selling the 2 packs, so I selected pack, but you can see how there's cases, combos. I mean, whatever you want to sell it in, this is important for the posting team, right? So you're going to have to tell the posting team, hey, my RTSs are by the case, but my customized are by the pallet, right? Because they're going to select that. You can see there's pallets here, right? So I like to do RTS listings as pack of 12, pack of 24, pack of 36, pack of 2, whatever. So I'm just going to stick with the simple one today. So the packs, quantity price. So basically what we say here is we'll ship you 1 pack for $4.99, or if you order 100 or more, we can do $3.99. That's how that works right there. And then on the shipping section, we'll ship you 1 pack in 4 days, 100 or more in 7. And it doesn't have to be exact, just some sort of lead time. You don't want to say you'll ship it overnight if it's going to take you 3 or 4 days. Then you'll put in your package weight. Important to note, this is metric system, Chinese company, so centimeters and kilograms to the best of your ability. Shipping template is free. We just calculated the shipping cost into the posting. So the cost on this item's only, actually I didn't calculate it in, so we need to add $4.99 for shipping. And then we'll offer the free shipping template. So it'll just boom. So you can click on this, free shipping. And then you're just going to click on United States because that's where you're located. And it's a transactional listing, right? And then you want to click on drop shipping supported. And if you have the green check MOQ 1, that's saying that your MOQ here has to be 1, which it is. Good. So that'll make it an RTS listing. We can check our product information score, 4.5, submit. So first step is getting your products uploaded. A lot of times too, it can be very beneficial to just upload the product. And then you can go to our posting team and say, hey, I uploaded our first products in all these categories, copy off of what I did and just change the imagery, product title, and description. So that's a good way. If there's a specific way you want to design it or a specific way you want it, is just create the template for them, and then they'll go switch everything out for you with the other products. So if we were doing a customized listing, right? Let's go ahead and see what that looks like. It's virtually the same thing, except the MOQ doesn't have to be 1, right? And we're not transacting, right? So it's actually best to, create some good clickbait, put some good pricing in there. We're not agreeing to this pricing. We're just saying this is kind of where it starts. When you're thinking about a customized listing and shipping a container of product, that transaction is not going to occur on the Alibaba platform. You're going to meet the customer there, but that transaction will occur off the platform through your business, like in a trade show or a wire transfer, right? So that's why having a process in place for customized listings are important. So we're going to upload a customized listing. We're going to do some gum. So I'm going to click on gum. We're going to do gum, and then you want to click on customization here. And that just makes it a lead generation posting instead of a transactional posting, right? Again, if you're working with the posting team, you just tell them, hey, we want all 100 products uploaded RTS at this MOQ, this price, and then all of them uploaded at this MOQ, customized at this price. So here's it's the same process, right? So this is just a customized listing. This is chewing gum. Fill it in to the best of your ability. I went through and I kind of filled this in a little bit so it'd be a little bit quicker for us. You can get some, keywords, trending keywords, then will come up for you if you need some help. I'm going to add my generic video to increase my product information score. And now I'm going to say, I'm still going to sell it by the pack, but if you buy 100 packs, we can give it to you at $19.99, right? If you buy 500 packs, we'll give it to you for $14.99. Now, this is a different item. This is the gum. So different pricing structure here. There's no transactional listing, but you want your quantity price and your shipping numbers to match. So 100, 500, 100, 500. You can add more, so up to 4 ranges. So we could say, order up to 1,000. You get it for $12.99, right? You can do all sorts of stuff like that. So creating tiers, but then you would want to create the tier down here as well and say, if you order 1,000, it's going to take us 30 days, right? Shipping port, I just like to type in any, leave it open for the customer. And then if you're a private label company or you manufacture private label vitamins or supplements or food and beverage or health and beauty care, you're trying to target in on other people that can brand the product themselves, you can click on customization offered, which would mean anyone can we're a manufacturer, and if anyone who wants to put their brand on it, here's what they can do, and it takes, you have to order 5,000 packs to meet that. In this case, we're selling branded products, so we're not offering a customized product, but we are doing a customized listing. So let's check our product information form, 4.5, so we could go ahead and submit this. I'm going to circle back on these here in a little bit so you can see, what that looks like on the customer-facing side, start to finish. So we designed it, we inputted all the information. Now this is a great example. This is what I wanted. So we're trying to sell Orbit. So we actually do have this, they have the authorization, this distributor selling this product through the manufacturer. So we would need to upload that certificate to our certificate center. We can do that in part 2, but we can initially go ahead and continue to submit. I have that certificate uploaded, and I'll link that later in part 2. So that's how you upload products. That's the first step, really. Anything you do is really understanding that. So adding products to your product showcase, let's go through that really quick. So under your products tab is your product showcase right here. You want these to be your top sellers, right? Maybe 20% of the items do 80% of the sales, right? That's for a showcase, right? So if you're a standard or premium seller on Alibaba, you have 20 showcases. You can also purchase more. If you're a verified supplier, you get 50 showcase. But this is where you want your top sellers, and you can interchange them, right? So here's our product showcase. So let me show you real quick. By the way, if you click this home icon here on the left, that'll always take you back to your home seller portal, kind of the home base. I like to open up things in tabs because it seems to refresh a little bit quicker and be a little bit more easier to navigate. But in the top right-hand corner, there's a button called My Shop. If you click on that, that takes you to your customer-facing storefront. This is what a business coming to your storefront to buy product would see, right? In this case, top picks, that's your showcase, right? So Oreo, Ragu, right? If I go here on my back end, you can see Oreo, Ragu. So here's the product showcase, right? And if you have product features, you want to edit those and make sure they're all selected. That'll help the SEO of the product. But you want to fill all 20 of those in for sure. That's vital for maintaining optimal performance. You can also do showcase product awaiting display and add in another 1,000 items, and it'll kind of rotate them in and out. And it'll give you the data on the best showcase products and the exposures and clicks and inquiries. Now, keep in mind, this is just for a week, right? So we're looking at 1 week right here. But showcase products and service 20, right? So that's great. That means it's filled in. But if I wanted to change this, I could select more, replace. And it'll give you system recommendations. Or you can select your own product by the categories that you created, right? So I might change this one out with this. Boom. That's how you change it out, and it automatically goes through. So that's how you fill your product showcase. You want to make sure that's filled as a new seller. Get your product showcase filled. And this is what it looks like on the customer-facing side. So if I refresh this, it should have changed the Oreos to the gummies. Yep, there it goes. So then it switched it. So this is your product showcase, right? So you can click on the item and it'll take you to the product listing page as well. It's an easy way to kind of navigate around or add anything or change anything. So it'll take you straight to the product information page. You can change categories. But that's your product showcase, super important. The other thing is clicking on this home icon, it takes you back to your main seller metrics, right? What you want to be paying attention to every day is right here, kind of at the top of the screen, right? Navigating product growth system, right? Let's talk about that. So on the this performance box right here, pay attention to this one, just overall. And then the products, under the products tab, there's a product growth system. You see this right here? you can click on that, and that'll dive down into your products, and it'll segment them. These are basic products. These are top products. These are super products, right? So it'll tell you the products that can still be improved, which is a cool tool. So we have 1,200 products overall. We have 625 basic products. It doesn't mean they're not good listings. It just means the information scores below 4.0. Here we have 260 potential products. We have 160 top products, and then we have 0 super products. So if I wanted to get more super products, I would start with the top products that I have uploaded, and you could do a recommended marketing campaign, maybe to increase the traffic. So you can see product promotion plan right here, right? I could click add campaign, and it'll automatically launch this campaign and try to increase these product information scores from top products to super products. So what's your product growth system? It's fun to click through that as you get growing on Alibaba and identify, wow, this item is really needed in this market, right? It gives you the data you need to support approaching new markets, especially in export. So what have we covered? We covered the product listing types, how to upload products to your storefront. We did 2 together, adding products to your showcase, and navigating the product growth system. Next, we're going to talk about qualifying buyers and working leads, daily seller task list, star rating metrics, and then RFQ market introduction. So qualifying buyers and working leads, right? If you get a product inquiry received on Alibaba from a potential buyer, all the way on the left, it looks like this, right? You want to have processes and procedures in place for qualifying those buyers that submit a product inquiry on your customized listings, right? Hey, I want a container of this. Hey, I only want 6 pallets of this. How much does that cost? What's your MOQs? Where does it ship from, right? All this will be negotiated between you and the customer. But if you can give them a way to put the action back on them, you can get that information up quick. So how do we do that, right? Well, here comes the inquiry all the way on the left. We have a templated response, an automatic response that goes to every inquiry that says, hey, follow these instructions if you want more information. Go to this page, fill out this form, and submit it. So that we redirect the buyer to our website contact us page, right? So the buyer would go to the page that looks like this. We capture their first name, last name, company, email, country, subject, and their message, right? This is also a filtering process, right? If we have 100 inquiries come through the storefront and send messages, but only 10 follow the instructions and go and fill out the form, well, those are the 10 businesses that have money, they're legitimate, and they're ready to order. Those are the ones you want to concentrate on, not the looky-loos, right? So 50% inquiries that inquire by a product on the storefront will go through the landing page, right? These were my metrics back in the day. So buyer fills out the form and submits that. Once they submit the form, your sales team is going to get a notification. Hey, the buyer submitted a form on your website. Her name's Linda. Here's her email address. She's located in Hungary. Here's what she wants. Here's her phone number, right? Boom. So you're generating these high volume B2B leads through that simple system, right? 2 things happen. Either a new customer sale is generated or new customer information is captured, right? And I want to show you from Concession King's standpoint, right? So they instead of redirecting them to a landing page, they actually redirect them to their own website where they create an account, right? So they redirect them to this page and they say, hey, if you want to order product from us, go to our website. You'll get our updated inventory, updated costs, updated MOQs, create your account. So they send them to this page right here where they register. So, if we have 100 inquiries come through, maybe 3 of them actually go register accounts. Maybe one of them places a big order with them, right? We want to utilize Alibaba.com's reach on the customized listing, right, to grow your own business and grow your traffic on your own website, right? So that's how Concession Kings does it. And then when they create an account, basically you get a notification and a lead generation folder, right? So you can see they have a lead gen folder, 49 in red, few have come in today. Well, basically it'll say, this is my name, this is where I'm located, this is the volume I'm looking for. And so you could also forward that to a sales rep, right? If you have sales reps for certain regions, I know when I was in export, Sandra covered the Middle East, Trent covered Southeast Asia. So if this came in and it's for Canada, Josh covered Canada. So I'm going to forward this to Josh where he can reach out and close a big sale. Because it looks like their anticipated volume is big. You want to create these fields, whatever you need for your business to set up a new customer. If you need a tax ID to vet a business, then ask for their tax ID up front. Otherwise, don't mess with them. This is how you mitigate your risk, right? You don't want to get burned in export at all. So that's how the process sort of looks like for them, right? So let's go back to the presentation here. That's qualifying buyers and working leads, right? Either a new sale is generated, or you capture their information and you can add them into Excel spreadsheet and upload that to your mass email marketing tool every month, and it spits out a monthly email. Maybe you didn't place an order this month, but next month you launch a deal and you email your base and they place an order that month. So you can really grow that. So let's talk a little bit about utilizing Alibaba to export, right? To grow international business, right? USA exporters must first understand the market structure in the final destination country. So when I was in export, one of my fields that I had them enter on my form was, what is the final destination for the goods? I can't help you until I know where the goods are going. Are they staying here domestically? Are they going to Canada? Are they going to Dubai, Hong Kong, Singapore, Malaysia? Where are we shipping the goods? Because that's going to dictate the taxes, duties, and regulations, right? So how to determine export strategy? Export strategy will depend on the final destination of the goods, right? Or the market you are selling into. The best is to work through an importer, or a lot of times big retailers overseas, they'll have USA purchasing offices and warehouses where they consolidate all their items into one warehouse in New Jersey, and they bring it in themselves to the country. So you may just ship it to their warehouse in New Jersey and they import it on their own to the country. That's the best way to export. You may need, you're targeting it on importers, distributors, wholesalers, retailers, right? Understanding foreign trade zones, right? These are designated sites near U.S. ports of entry that allow importers and exporters of all sizes to move goods in and out of a country paying reduced or no custom duty, taxes, or fees, right? Hong Kong, great example. Australia, Dominican Republic, right? All free trade zones. So if you know that's going to Canada, right? Well, then you know that you can avoid certain regulations. Then you know where to start on what regulations the products, what duties, taxes, or fees the products will incur, right? So what you're going to want to negotiate with a new customer comes across, they want to import your product, right? You need to talk about payment terms. You need to talk about shipping terms, right? What does the supply chain look like? When does the title of goods transfer, right? What happens if you ship the goods and there's damages? What do you do? So all these things will be discussed one-on-one basis with customers, right? This is why you have to put them through a process that is standardized, right? Because it's going to be different for everyone. All right, so just some background information on customs and trade environment, trade community, authorities, SMEs, right? As well as the import process, right? If you're a manufacturer, shipper, customs, importer, this is kind of what the supply chain looks like, right? Certain things that are needed for customs, packing list, bill of lading, certificate of origin, right? This will all be dictated by the final destination for the goods. And the merchandise being imported, right? There's going to be a higher tax on some goods than other goods, right? Cigarettes and alcohol may have higher taxes than toilet paper and toothbrushes, right? So understanding all of that, what you're selling is really important when you're uploading your products to Alibaba. So key takeaways: custom requirements vary by country. Know your market, right? So if capture that up front, that's where you can use Alibaba. Create a landing page where you send in the traffic, they fill out the form, and you're capturing all this information up front. What's your country? Where are they going? What kind of quantities are you looking for, right? Compliance is an obligation. Non-compliance comes with a cost, right? You can get fined and get penalties. So setting up the system, creating the foundation is important. Import duties and tariffs can take up a substantial portion of your landed cost, which is important to understand as well. And the customized listing, we may not be putting in the landed cost. This is just the starting cost, right? Which is fine. All right. Let's talk about star rating metrics, right? Organically, the max achievement is 2 stars. You see this white line. So if you have 2 stars as a seller and you're not advertising on the platform right now, you're doing great. Keep it up. To be 3 stars or above, you have to be spending some sort of advertising spend on the platform. Your star rating is determined by the lowest star rating among the product, marketing, and service sections, which I've separated out for you guys here. Look, this is certainly a numbers game. A lot of it at Alibaba is. The more products, the more impressions, the more clicks, the more inquiries, the more orders, right? So look at it as a funnel, and create the foundation for the funnel first, and have some processes in place before you worry about star rating. But eventually, when you get ready to scale, it does become important because the buyer quality traffic, you get, 3 stars or above, you're going to be getting the better buyers. So let's talk about the daily seller task list. So when you log into your seller portal, there's three things you need to be doing every day to maintain optimal metrics if you wanted to be a 2-star organic supplier, right? Let's go through those. I go through them briefly in the orientation presentation, but I'm going to go through them again here because that's just how important they are. So when you log in every day, it's going to take you to your seller portal. It's going to look like this. The first thing you want to do is respond to your unread messages, right? Responding to messages, number one, right here. So unread inquiries, reply now. You're going to want to click on reply now every day. At the top here, there's a little box that says unread opportunity. If you click that, so you see how we have 800 pages. If you click that, it'll just filter it down to all the ones that you haven't read since yesterday, right? You want to be doing this every day. So since I checked this yesterday, we've gotten in these inquiries. So you'd click on the oldest inquiry. And we've saved a templated response in here, and I'm going to show you how to do that. So we would go to the inquiry, we would click in here, and we'd click Use Template. Lead generation is our template, and basically we just send this template to the inquiry. So we respond to all inquiries. If you want to place an order, follow these instructions. That's our template, right? So if we wanted to type a new template, thanks for the message. Please visit this link and check out. And let's say you redirect them to your website, right? If you wanted to, you can click Save As Template. And then we could say, you know, website redirect, confirm. So now, if I go into an inquiry, I click Use Template, the website, I have a new template right here. So that's how you create a template, which makes it easier to respond to things in a standardized approach. Again, you can add as many as you want, but we use one standardized template or message template that says, hey, here's the instructions on how to place an order. So you would want to check all your messages so you can see, you know, coming from Aiden coming from this country, Veronica from this country, right? So all over the world, right? So, you know, we've got to send them through some sort of process to really filter this down and figure out who's a real deal buyer, right? And not get scammed either. So the way you do that is by through a filtering process that you send them through and capture their information and have your sales team reach out to them. Now you can also click on this messenger tool right here. And this will give you all of them kind of together so you can see. So you can click on here and then you input your templated response here and just send it like that. It's a little bit quicker method instead of navigating back and forth. You can just do that instead of clicking on each one. So we'd go through and we'd clear out these messages. When the red box up here hits 0, that means we've cleared them all out. And you want to respond to things every day to maintain optimal metrics. All right, so you can see that got cleared out to 0. So if you click on My Alibaba at the top here, it always takes you back to your home seller portal. So you can just click on that. We'll just exit out of these other tabs. And our messages should be 0. So task number 1, respond to messages. So it looks like we missed 2. So, all right, so we missed 2. We click on reply now. How did we miss 2 of those? I'm going to show you another trick. Anything that you haven't replied to or anything that needs a response will be in the pending reply tab. So you can click pending for reply. Oh, there's the 2 I missed. So you can click on both of those, open them up. We'll click use template. We'll put in our template. We'll send it. So that's completed. Now, you want to make sure and get it zeroed out every day because otherwise then your response rate will go down. So if I click the home screen again here, now it should be 0 because I just replied to those 2. Perfect. All right, so respond to messages. Number 2, exchange business contacts card. Under the contacts tab, business cards received. You want to open that in a new tab every day or click on it. And you can see this is obviously where I left off yesterday because send my card, and this one doesn't have a send my card. So you would want to send all the ones that you didn't send from the day before that have come in overnight. And this just basically tells the system, hey, we're interacting, send me more buyers like this. It's important to do for conversion to get good buyer quality traffic. So exchanging business contact cards, step number 2. And step number 3 is adding customers to your customer list. Under the contacts tab, there's a customer list. You can just open that in a new tab or click on it. And it'll take you to your customer list. In the top right-hand corner in an orange circle will be a number of the customers that haven't been added to your list. You want to make sure you zero that out. So it looks like I have 5 here that need to be added since yesterday that haven't been added. So you click on that orange 5. And at the top, if you click this top box, it'll just select all of them and click add to my customers. You want to do that every day. Those are the 3 things. Do those 3. Someone's got to be, you have to log in and put in the work to achieve optimal results on Alibaba. It's not like upload a zip file and never log in again. It's a B2B wholesale trading platform. It's much different. So respond to messages, exchange business contact cards, add customers to your customer list. Those are the 3 dailies. All right. Oops, I missed something. Start rating metrics and RFQ market introduction, and then we're done, guys. So if you click on My Alibaba here at the top or this home icon, it'll always take you back to your seller portal. Alrighty, so we want to, going back to the presentation here, we're going to go over star rating. We just did the daily seller task list. Let's do star rating metrics and RFQ market introduction. The star rating is up here in the left-hand corner. You can see it says current star rating right here. If you actually click on this, it'll take you to your star rating dashboard, which breaks it down for you. Your star rating is going to be it's separated into 3 categories that we reviewed earlier: product, market, marketing, and service. So here's the product section, right? Well, we have the top 5 stars here. Here's the marketing. Well, we only have 3 stars here. In the service, we have 5. So we're going to be 3 stars, lowest rating, right? So if I wanted to improve my star rating, I would need to improve the marketing, which is our lowest score. How could I do that? Well, I can increase my conversion rate, transact more, make sure your showcase is totally filled, right? So this is where your star rating metrics are for your storefront. Gives you a good glimpse inside to your performance. But also RFQ, right? Let's talk about RFQ. This is a space for buyers and sellers to engage, right? This is a space for you to go after someone. Somebody's going to post a buying request, and you might say, oh, I'll sell that item. Well, go quote them out. So under the communications tab is the RFQ market. We're going to open that up. So we uploaded 2 products earlier, gummy candy and gum. So we're going to quote those 2 out. So what you want to do is we would want to search for what we're doing. So gummy candy, right? If you search for that in the RFQ market, it's going to give you all the buying requests for that category. And you can drill it down, languages, location, quantities, et cetera, et cetera. But it's going to give you the most relevant ones up front. So in this case, somebody in Romania is looking for 5,000 pieces of gummy candy, right? So you could click quote now. All right, so we could import from posted product. There's our high choose right there, right? Confirm. And it imports all the information, right? Pretty cool, right? Just puts it all in there, everything but the price. I would just, Xworks means that, pick up at the factory, right? Quotation valid, make it a month. This is up to you, right? Obviously, we know we're selling this. We uploaded this in packs, so we're going to match that, and we're going to say we're selling this in packs. So they wanted 5,000 pieces, so we can do 2,500 packs of 2, and we'll sell it to them at this price. Most important part of this section is to actually hear the message to the buyer. It's going to be the same thing that we did when responding to messages. What you want to do is you want to give them the information they need to get in contact with your business sales team, right? So basically we're saying, hey, if you like what you see and you want, final, you want MOQs and final pricing, follow these instructions, go to this link, fill out a form, and you'll get instructions on how to place an order. That's what's important. And then you would just click submit. You can also attach things too. All right, so let's go to continue to quote. So you can search out your categories, search out your products, try to find people buying your products. So, in this case, we're going to do chewing gum on the next one, right? Looks like somebody in Mongolia is looking for 50,000 boxes, right? And this is why you want to put them through a filtering process to make sure they're legitimate too. I've never shipped product to Mongolia. I'm not aware of this. So you want to make sure and do your vetting, right? It should be legitimate. Alibaba does, it's impossible to cover it all, but they vet every business that signs up for the platform, but there are always some bad apples that sneak through. So we would import from posted product. Oh yeah, we have gum. Here's our Orbit gum that we uploaded earlier. We're going to input our message. Hey, if you want to order this gum, follow these instructions. We can sell you to you for $19.99 a pack. Select pack. You can also save your options. So I'll show you here at the top. Use template to quote. You can click that, and then so next time we quote, it'll just save that all of this in here already. Upload anything you want. Click submit. You want to make sure and submit at least those seven quotes. You have 20 a month on a standard and premium package. Submit at least 7 to maintain optimal metrics. It is your star rating is based upon some of it is based upon how many RFQs you're submitting. If you're not submitting those RFQs, your star rating is going to be low. But this is really cool because no other platforms have this, right? You can go, this is the space to engage and to find buyers for your products, right? You can save certain subscriptions, so it can notify you, hey, a new buying request is coming in this category. So let me show you how to do this. So let's say chewy candy. Search. After you search a keyword or a product, it's going to give you an option at the top to add to RFQ subscriptions and add to searches right here. So if I click those two, it's going to notify me when somebody posts a new buying request for these items, right? Which is great. Now you are limited to, I already have these all filled in. So I can go to my RFQ subscriptions. I could eliminate one and add another one, but subscribe keywords, you want to subscribe to things in your category that you're selling, right? You can change these in and out. Categories, right? So that's in the same place as your RFQ market. So that's a little overview of the RFQ market. Now we get into the Q&A, which I see we do have a couple questions. Oh, we have Zach from one of my friends from Once Again Nut Butter. Could you show the process of duplicating and converting customized listing to RTS? Great suggestion, Zach. So if I had my products uploaded as customized listings, but I wanted to just change them to RTS listings, there's a way to save a lot of time instead of having to start from zero on a product posting. So you would click on your products tab. So we did the gum as customized listing, product type customized, and say we wanted this to be ready to ship. You can actually click on this little down arrow, copy to new listing. So it's going to copy everything but the imagery over. So if the image, that's why I say upload customized first, and then you can duplicate to RTS lower MOQs very easily. So just copy it over, copy the new listing. I can click change category or product, and I select RTS, and then all my information is still already filled in, everything but the images. And so I'm not starting from zero, right? And if I would want to do RTS, I'd want the MOQ to be 1, right? So just make sure your MOQs are 1 on an RTS listing. And that's how you duplicate to RTS. Good question. So again, in the products tab, if you let's say, oh, this is a ready to ship item, but we want to make it customized, right? Click copy the new listing. It'll copy everything but the imagery. So it'll fill in the product title, right? Here we go. Fills in everything for you, so you don't have to start from 0, right? A good way to save time if you're adding 10 or 12 products to your catalog every month, or aren't seeing the results you want. You can add combinations or certain color variations, and be creative. Maybe you only have 100 products in your catalog, but you can do 300 types of combos, right? And so that can give you a ton of listings. And the more listings, the better. So great question, Zach. I love the questions. Please keep them coming in. I know, look, chances are if you have a question, someone else has the same question. So please feel free to reach out about it. There is a survey at the end of this webinar. Please take it. That's how we continue to improve this program. It's a blessing for me to be here and to be able to be in front of you guys. If you have any questions, my Gmail and my email are right here. If you want a copy of this presentation, shoot me an email. There's also a link to some of my background and some growth support for your journey on Alibaba.com. If you don't know who your service provider is or how to get assistance in uploading products, reach out to myself.